My name is Brad Gibb, and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. And with a business partner, I run a company called Cashflow Tactics, where we teach the only financial strategy aimed at building cash flow and helping individuals become financially free in 10 years or less. So before coming in contact with Bryan, his team, and the perfect funnel system process, our business was going well. But what we wanted out of it was we didn't want to just continue to serve everybody. We had a very specific message, and we had a very specific person that we wanted to influence and make a difference for. And we were stuck between the day-to-day running of our business and trying to figure out how to create a message, create an influence, and get the expertise that we built over the last decade or more out to the marketplace. The biggest problem that stood in the way of us being able to do that really was the success that we were having in our business. We were so tied up and busy and doing what we had always done every day that anytime we took time out to focus on marketing, one side of our business would tank. And when we got marketing up and running, it would completely overwhelm us on the implementation side of our business. So we couldn't continue to teeter-totter between spending time in marketing, which is a full-time, constantly on process, as well as doing what we love inside of operating our business. So what attracted us to Perfect Funnel Systems and to Bryan and his team was we tried hiring contractors or people piecemeal here or there in the past. And while we got good service, what was missing was somebody that would come in and take ownership of the process and take not just tasks off of our plate, but take the strategy, take the optimization, take the everyday paying attention to what's going on off of our shoulders, so that I could be full-time invested in what I'm good at and what I enjoy doing. So we needed somebody that wasn't just gonna be proficient at tasks we could sit there and come up with and figure out and give to them. We needed somebody bringing us proactively the solutions that we needed to be able to run the successful front end of our marketing. So what pushed us over the edge and really sealed the deal on working with Bryan and his team was the opportunity to not just hire them for a task to be done, but to feel more like we're in a partnership where he cares about our results as much as we do. So it was not just going to be another situation where I had to drive all of the decisions and all of the strategy and all the expertise forward and manage that process. I could really turn it over to somebody that I could trust, that had experience, that had results, and that would be running and bringing that and bringing those solutions proactively back to us. The results we got were immediate, way faster than we had ever really expected, because just in the development stage, we had struggled so much formulating and taking the expertise that was in our heads, the knowledge we built, and putting that into a format that the market could understand. So right out of the gate, we got clarity, we got focus, and just in the interactions inside of our business, before we even got any marketing off the ground, we started to see amazing impacts in just getting that clarity and having somebody pull that information out of us. And then from day one, the very first time we started implementing marketing strategies, we immediately were attracting the type of client that we wanted to talk to. We immediately started to be seen as the expert and being positioned exactly where we wanted to be in the marketplace from day one. But then it didn't stop there. Even though we were getting great results, Bryan and his team were not satisfied with the initial success that we had. And on a weekly basis, we got new information, new tweaks, new advice to continue to make the results better. And then even took it further, where he would come out and work with us on a one-on-one basis, additional intensives, to continue to improve the process. What I love most about the process is, if we really boil it down to the implementation of tactics, there's lots of people that can create videos or create PowerPoint slides or do the underlying tactics. What I like working with Bryan the most about is he understands and can explain to me the strategy element of it and how all the pieces come together. And when we say this is what needs to happen, I know that all of the details, all of the pieces are going to be taken care of. And it's not just Bryan. Bryan brings any piece to the table that we need, whether it's video, whether it's copy, whether it's design. I don't have to worry about how it's going to get done. We just decide that this is what we want and we're moving forward toward that objective, and Bryan handles getting the result. One thing that was very important to us in picking somebody to work with us on this intimate of a level is that we had to have full trust in who they are. And we believe deeply in our message. We believe it's way more than just a service we're providing. We believe we're genuinely helping people. And very quickly it was apparent Bryan viewed what he's doing in his business the very same way. It wasn't just about bringing on another client. I felt at times like I had to sell Bryan on working with us because he spent time understanding our business, getting to know who we were as individuals and what we were trying to do in the marketplace. And he was evaluating whether our company and our way of doing business and what we were doing for clients aligned with him. And that spoke volumes to us because we want to work with somebody that has that level of integrity and that we can put our trust in. So in working with Bryan over just the last few months, my business and funny enough, my personal life is almost unrecognizable. Before, we felt we were forcing our message, pushing and really just constantly pushing a rock up a hill. But now it feels like the marketing and the messaging and the branding and the community that Bryan has helped us to build is pulling us every day forward into our business, into the next piece of this. It's so much more enjoyable because I've got clients that are engaged, that feel like we align with our purpose, and every day it's a joy to wake up and do and perform in the elements of where my expertise is and what I really enjoy, and knowing that I've got Bryan there handling the pieces that are crucial and vital to keeping this going, but that I don't have to spend every minute worrying and stressing and tweaking things that are taking me out of my element. So the peace of mind and really the satisfaction that comes from taking the expertise that I've worked so hard in my life to build, to see that impact so many lives and begin building a community and a culture and a following has been transformational. So if you're considering working with Bryan and his team and making this decision, I can't recommend him highly enough. The ease and simplicity, and really for me it comes down to the constant improvement and the fact that he's never satisfied with the results. He's messaging me and taking care of things and pushing forward our results constantly. And that really was the key element for me that was the only thing that was going to drive our business forward. I needed a partner, a person that was vested in our message and building what we were doing in order for this to be successful and for it to be a partnership that worked out. So if you're looking for somebody to take that off your shoulders and move that forward so that you can be the creative, work within your business and have a little bit of time to enjoy life, then there's no one better than Bryan.